I, 36 million, got mistaken for a janitor at a company I secretly own, so I played along for 2 weeks. Okay, buckle up because this might sound like a bad sitcom plot, but I swear it happened. I, 36 million, founded a logistics tech company about 8 years ago. We've grown faster than expected. Started with 2 people in a WeWork. Now we have 5 offices across 3 states. I'm not a flashy guy, and I've always hated the whole corporate hierarchy thing. I believe in knowing every level of my business, from the boardroom to the loading docks. About a month ago, I decided to do a surprise visit to our new regional office in Dallas. No announcements, no prep, just me, hopping on a flight with a backpack and some dusty old New Balances. I wanted to see how things were running without all the CEO is visiting theater. Now, here's where it gets wild. I walk into the building at 7:15 a.m. just as some early staff are coming in. I head straight to the front desk to sign in. The receptionist, a new hire I later learned, doesn't even look up. She slides a clipboard toward me and says, "You're the new janitor, right? You start today." I blink. I could have corrected her. I should have corrected her. But something in me, probably the goblin part, decides to just nod. "Yep, that's me." She smiles. "Cool, let me grab your badge." 10 minutes later, I'm standing in a supply closet holding a mop, trying not to burst into laughter. A manager named Trisha walks by and gives me a curt nod. "Break room first. Someone microwaved fish again." Day 1. I clean microwaves, unclog a toilet. Seriously, who does that on their first day? And organize a storage cabinet that hadn't been touched since 2019. Meanwhile, I'm listening. Everyone talks around janitors. Like you're invisible. I heard about everything. Office gossip, frustrations, HR complaints, some wild birthday party incident involving a rogue karaoke machine. Best of all, no one recognized me, even though my photo is on the company website. Note to self, change the photo. By the end of the day, I've taken 6 pages of mental notes and am more entertained than I've been in years. I go back the next day and the next. For 2 full weeks, I was in early. I stayed late. I learned who was actually pulling their weight and who was just coasting. One junior associate named Maya would clean up after meetings without being asked. Another guy, Brent, regularly took credit for others' work in casual hallway convos. Classic Brent. One morning, I brought donuts. Greg from marketing walks in, grabs 3 without saying thank you, and jokes, "Well, the janitor is more generous than our actual leadership." Oh, Greg. Sweet, unaware Greg. The best part? Midweek, someone asked if I was a temp or full-time. Before I could answer, Trisha, the manager from earlier, says, "He's probably not smart enough for full-time." I smiled and said, "You might be surprised." Week 2 rolls around, and I've had enough data and passive insults to make some decisions. I tell the receptionist, bless her, she's actually been super nice the whole time, that I have a meeting with the executive team. She looks confused. Do you want me to tell them it's the janitor?" "No," I reply. "Just tell them Sam is here." A few minutes later, I walk into the glass-walled conference room in jeans and a button-down. Trisha sees me first and visibly pales. Greg does a double take so hard I think he sprained his neck. I sit at the head of the table. "Good morning, everyone. Before we get started, I just want to thank you all for the warm welcome you gave your janitor these past 2 weeks." Absolute silence. I let it hang for a second. Then I add, "Also shout out to Brent for being the 3rd person this week to say our leadership doesn't understand the ground level operations. Ironically, I now understand them better than anyone." Cue Greg almost knocking over his coffee. I spent the next 45 minutes going through everything I'd seen, good and bad. I praised Maya by name. I mentioned people who went out of their way to be kind. I also brought up the fish microwave incident. Yes, again. I concluded with this. Leadership doesn't live in a title, it lives in action. And sometimes the best way to find the truth is to remove the title and just listen. After the meeting, Trisha tried to apologize. I told her she had 2 options: work on improving or step aside. To her credit, she chose the former. Greg got moved to a different department. He's in charge of vendor outreach now. Less people, more spreadsheets. And yes, I still bring donuts on Fridays. The receptionist calls them CEO nuts now, which makes me want to quit, but it's also kind of hilarious. If you like to watch more videos, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell.